Good morning children. I hope you have watched the previous video of this chapter and understood the concepts. Okay, so students, earlier we learnt about the fact that archaeologists found burnt grains on many sites, indicating that a number of crops were grown in different parts of the subcontinent. In addition to this, they have found traces of huts or houses at some sites. For example, in Burzahom, which is in present-day Kashmir, people built pit houses, which were dug into the ground with steps leading into them. Children, can you tell what was the benefit of these pit houses? Let me tell you. These houses protected them from harsh weather. Archaeologists have also found cooking hearths both inside and outside the huts, which states that depending on weather, people cook food either indoors or outdoors. Furthermore, many tools made up of stones have been found from sites. Many of these were different from those which were made in Paleolithic period and hence were called Neolithic. Now students, you all must be thinking, what did these tools look like? These included polished tools to give a fine cutting edge and mortars and pestles used for grinding grain and other plant produce. These mortars and pestles are used for grinding grain even today. At the same time, tools of the Paleolithic types continued to be made and used. Also, some tools were made up of bone. Children, you will be very fascinated to know that many kinds of earthen pots have also been found. These were sometimes decorated too and were used for storing food. Moreover, people began using pots for cooking food, especially grains like rice, wheat and lentils, that now became an important part of the diet. Besides this, people began weaving cloth using different kinds of materials. Children, do you know, in many areas, many men and women still opt for activities like hunting, gathering, farming and herding. Students, now look at the map on your screen. Can you spot Mehergarh? This site is located in a fertile plain near the Bolan Pass, which is in Iran. Mehergarh is one of the places where people learned to grow barley and wheat and rear sheep and goats for the first time. Also, bones of many animals were found at this site. Students, evidence of square or rectangular houses were also found here. Each house had 4 or more rooms or compartments, out of which some were used for storage. When people died, people buried them in a belief that there is some form of life after death. Thus, many burial sites have been found at Mehergarh.